Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this video is that you already have a Lichess account already. But in case you don't, you can just come onto the app after you've downloaded it and click the register button right here. Fill in your details and then register. I already have my account, so I'm just going to sign in quickly right here now. Let's go. Alright, so sign in. And now we're signed in. So a quick anatomy of the mobile app shows you this. We have the quick pairing screen, which is this section over here, and then these three options, and then you can scroll down to see live tournaments over here, live tournaments, top rated games in this section right here, and then puzzles. There are daily puzzles that the app releases where you can play to test your strengths. So here, if you click this, you get to watch live games being played right now by top players. So actually, you don't even need to click it. You can just watch the games right now. That is there. So let's just go back home, and then we have this. So let me just quickly explain break down the time control. All of these here are called time controls. So and you can get to decide what time format you want to play whenever you start a game. So generally, it's divided into four. We have bullet, blitz, rapid, and classics. So just like you can see here, bullet is from 2 minutes below. So basically, you have 2 minutes and your opponent has 2 minutes. Here, whenever you see this plus sign here, plus zero means just basically normal 1 minute and a half. Yes, you have 1 minute, your opponent has 1 minute. So, but then when you see the plus beside, it means there is added time. So what they're using is increments. It means there's increment in the time. So after every move from move one, you get, as in this case now, your time starts with 2 minutes, your opponent's time starts with 2 minutes, but then you both get extra 1 second for each move you make. So in the quick pairing section, the highest right here for the bullet is 2+1. So actually, there are lesser time controls that you can set. You can change them if you want to, but these are the default settings. And it's generally faster for you to get paired for games when you use these default settings here. So for the blitz, the smallest time control for blitz is 3+0. And then you have 3+2 blitz, which means you start with 3 minutes and get 2 seconds increment for each move. You have 5+0 blitz, you have 5+3 blitz. 5+5 is also blitz. So, and then we have rapid. So rapid is generally longer, and for the sake of the classes we've been having on the Titans group, I would recommend that every beginner should, play as compared to the rest of them, because blitz, you don't get to really think, you just try to play very fast. And let's not even talk about bullets. Bullets is just test of speed after you must have already understood the basics. So if you're watching this tutorial talking about Lichess app, it's likely that maybe you've not had much experience in chess. So I really recommend sticking to this rapid section. So depending on how much time you have, you can play 15+10 even. So where you have 15 minutes, your opponent has 15 minutes, but you both get 10 seconds increment for each move you make. And then we have classics. So these are the classical time controls. This is generally what is being played by masters when they want to, when they're playing tournaments. This is what's being played by them. So it's a really long time. 30 minutes plus zero means you have 30 minutes, your opponent has 30 minutes. So which means that game is going to last about an hour. So about 60 minutes, that's about an hour. It will not reach the 1 hour mark, but let's say 45 minutes game. And then 30+20, this is super long. You get 20 seconds increment for each move. Then we'll move to this custom button here. I told you can set any time control you want to set, and this is just how you do it. You click the custom here, and then you select what side you want to be. Generally, random side is the default setting, so the computer will decide to give you either white or black if it's on random side. Or if you, and then you can select the variant of chess you want to get into. We're going to talk about that later. And then you select whether you want to play a rated game or a casual game, and we'll talk about that later too. You also get to select the rating range and the time control. So here you can set in maybe how, if you want to play 5 plus 5, for instance. So just you and somebody wants to just play 5 plus 5. You want that exact one. You come to the custom button here, and then click the 5 plus 5. So that's how we use this custom setting. So let's talk about these three options in the menu here. We have create a game. Create a game is used when just like this custom button here is you it's just exactly that custom button there. You get to set a game and wait for somebody to accept the game you've created. It's kind of like correspondence. Yeah. And then we have play with a friend. So let's say you have a friend that is just, the way we do, maybe you have a friend in your DM or somewhere else, right, that you want to play with. You can easily come here to play with a friend, because this create a game. When you create that game, random persons on Lichess can accept the challenge, and like they will see the challenge on Lichess servers and accept it. But play with a friend, you get to send out a link, right? You get to send out a link. Let's say I want to play with my friend. We want to play 10 plus 10, for instance. You can play number 10 plus 0, but let me use an instance of 10 plus 10, right? Click play with a friend. A link is going to be created so that I can share that link with my friend. You're going to see the option that will come up now. All right, so to invite someone to play, give this URL to them. So the first person that clicks this URL will play with you. So basically, this is how it is. You just copy out this, right? You copy it out, and you click copy here, and then click shared game URL. Let's say you're talking to them on WhatsApp, share game URL. You click your WhatsApp button and then send it to them. Do you understand? Or you can just click here to copy, right, the link, minimize your screen, go to WhatsApp, send it to them, and they can get to accept. So, okay, let me just talk about this play with a friend here to explain rated and casual, because the difference between them. So let's say, for some reasons, you don't want the game to be rated because, okay, you know what? We'll talk about after we talk about the profile. So let's skip this first. So then, like I said, this section right here shows tournaments that are available for you to play. Right now, the one that's highlighted is the under 2K, under 2000 rated Bullet Arena. So you can just click the tournament available, and once it loads up, you can decide whether you want to join it or not. So here you can see that the tournament has already started, right? The tournament has already started. We have 24 minutes left to join now, and this is a bullet tournament, 1+0 time format, and then it lasts for 27 minutes, which means the tournament just started about 3 minutes ago, right? So, and this is the leaderboard. The first person is already on 4 points, which means they won 2 games. You can come right here and click join, this play icon here, to join the tournament. Okay, so this will now answer some people's question where they send a link to them, a tournament link. Once you click that tournament link, it's going to open up like this, and then this small play button here is what you're going to click to join the tournament. All right. So on to the next, we have so that's everything in the home page. Everything in the home page. This is puzzle of the day, like I said, and here you can. This is what Lichess TV, where you can watch live games going on by strong players. So, and here you get information about maybe articles that are posted on Lichess website, the people that you are following, what have they been doing. So right here, one of my friends I'm following started following Excel, so you can see that right there. And then we have correspondence. So correspondence, after you create a game, the game lands in correspondence right here. You can see somebody just created a game, and this person wants to play a casual game, which means it's not rated, and the time format is 5 days. So you guys are going to keep playing that game for 5 days, depending on how long the game takes and who loses or not. Generally, I don't like playing correspondence because it takes too long, a lot of time, and this is where you find a lot of cheaters, people that are using engine and computer to for assistance. All right, so let's move on to this menu bar right here. Here, once you're signed in, your profile name, your account name is going to be showing here. So I'm the Chess Demon, and that's why the Chess Demon is showing here. This home button here takes you to home, so that I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Create a game is the same thing as the create a game in the home in the home button, but that tournament. Here you can click the tournament button to view. Right in the home page, they show you only highlighted tournaments that they feel is going to be best for you based on your rating and your statistics that the Lichess app is suggesting to you. But once you click the tournament link here, it's going to show you all the available tournaments that you can join. So you get to choose, and it shows you the time they are going to start, when they are going to end, the number of people that have already joined in, the name, and basically that's it. So these are tournaments that are already in progress, and then you can look for the ones that are upcoming to know, okay, there's tournaments, there's a Harley Bullet Arena is coming up 12:30. This is 12:05. I can decide, okay, I want to join the Harley Bullet Arena, and then you can see already completed tournaments, and then maybe click it and view what you want to view. This button right here is for if you want to create a new tournament. So and that's what we need in this video. We want to create one now. So let's move on. We have puzzles. Okay, this puzzles button is very, very important, especially for beginners. You can't say you want to improve in chess without knowing your puzzles and getting to solve them. So basically what this is a non-exhaustive list of puzzles that you're going to solve that will help you recognize patterns in positions. So this is what this position section is. So right here, I don't want to solve this and lose now. So what? Let me just see a try. You can play these puzzles to see how, like, to observe your tactical strength and see how well you improve, something like that. So let's see. I'm trying to see if I can solve this fast now. But if I lose, I don't like it. There's a past one here. I may just give up on this. Let's see. Looking at knight takes. Okay, knight check. Knight check. King here. Knight check. That should be mates. I think that's mates. Rook here. All right. So let's go. Knight check. Okay. Just grab my lovely knight. Okay. So what should be the move now? Rook check. I feel like I have to be forcing moves. Let's see. Do takes, you take me. So knight here. Knight here. Takes. Takes. This is something. Takes. Okay, check. It takes here. Knight check. Shouldn't that be mates? Okay, I think that works. Check. All right, let's go. Yes. All right, I have rook check. I don't know why this took me so long. Okay, then knight should be mates, I think. All right, so success, right? And then you can view your. I'm glad I solved this one. I didn't want to embarrass myself on video. Okay, so you can now view your puzzle rating here. I'm going to talk about puzzles. As you can see, my puzzle rating is 2272 right now. It's pretty small, but yeah. So you can see after you play puzzles like this, it helps you recognize pattern next time, because pattern is one very very common thing in chess, right? You get to see repeat positions all the times. This position from the start may look lost, right? Your opponent has a passed pawn, any small thing is going to promote crown into a queen, and you feel like you're lost. So, but then you can see just by sacking a knight right here and playing just the right moves, you won the game easily. So, in a real life game now, when I see something related to this in any kind of way, I won't even need to waste so much time to play it, right? So that's the importance of puzzles. And I would really advise beginners to spend their time on puzzles. In the whole of this app, puzzles is one thing that you want to take huge advantage of, right? So, study. Here you can get to view studies by various people. In the channel, we're going to be doing some studies eventually, right? And we'll be uploading them on Lichess. You can see studies by people, and okay, let's say you want to learn about the Sicilian Najdorf. The Sicilian Najdorf, you click on it, and then you get introduced to the main lines and everything. I don't want to go deep into this because I said this video is for the basics of the Lichess app. So basically, what you need to know is the studies button is going to show you. You can see this one right up here. You what the night of is all about in the study section. So moving on, we have coordinates. Coordinates is also for beginners. It's good. It's used to like you use it to learn, about the coordinates. A lot of beginners find it hard to recognize this. And I say E4. That's going to be E4. Is it the queen side or the king side, right? So this training is going to help, especially for beginners, for you to understand the coordinates, right? And the watch games button is just the same as that page in the home page, the button in the home page where you get to see is Lichess TV. You get to watch games by and top players playing. Also in the Lichess TV, you can also watch your friends play. Your friends that are online and possibly playing the game at the moment, you can watch their games live through the watch games button. And the players here, this players here is used to search for players, right, on the Lichess button. So if I say you should follow me so you can see the leaderboard, the bullet leaderboard. Currently, GM Muisbach. Oh, I thought Hausarin was leaving for. Okay, GM Muisbach is currently on the leaderboard for bullet worldwide in the whole of the app, right? And then you can get to see online players and their current leaderboard. So, and then you can search for players here. Let's say I want to search for AGM AGM Rapov. Maybe you've not been following him before and you want to search for him. So you just type in the name AGM Rapov. He's the only AGM on the app. Okay. And then you can view his profile. That is any player you search, you can view their profile by clicking on their name there after searching for them. So right here you can see, okay, he's 1920 rated in bullets, 2072 blitz, and 2271 rapid. You can see, I'm already following him. In case you are not, you just come down here and then click follow to follow anybody that you want to follow. You can watch his games, maybe the previous games displayed, or if he's online right now, which he is, you can click watch game here and see what games he's playing at the moment. All right, so he's currently playing a rapid game and it is rated and it is 10 plus 0. That's what he's playing right now. Okay, so that's that about the player section. Now, these tools also very, very important. We have the analysis board. The analysis board is used to analyze your games after maybe you must have played the game and you want to see where you made a mistake or something. And it shows you the top engine moves, what you should play, when you should play them, right? So current engine is set to suggest 4 moves. So that's why it's 4 moves. You can use train for openings. Maybe you want to understand how you play the opening E4, E5, E4, trap, right? Let's say knight here, um, you played bishop here, right? And maybe your opponent did one of these stuff. You were white in this instance, right? And something like this, let's say something like that happened. Okay, maybe this was the game that happened in your place. You just come back to your analysis board and open the game up here and be like, oh no, what happened? Let me see, right? You go back, play through your game just like I've played through now. And then the engine will get to tell you, like I said, you're white in this example. Engine will tell you, you see the mistake you made in this position? The mistake you made was taking that pawn. Okay? So because here, as you can see, all of the engine, none of them suggesting taking pawn, knight takes pawn. Knight takes pawn is just simply a blunder. Okay? It's wrong. And even after knight takes pawn, you should have brought the knight down to b3. So instead you came knight f3, which was just simply a losing move, right? So knight d3 would have defended the pawn on f2, which means the only thing your opponent is going to grab is doing the king pawn here with check. Okay, so this is how you can use the analysis board to understand positions, things that you're supposed to play, and when you're supposed to play them. Now, moving on, the analysis board. So if, for instance, you have a random position that has been played, maybe you're playing a live game and over the board OTB game, and you want to understand what you're supposed to play in a particular position, you can use the board editor to set up the pieces the way they are in the live game. This is just how you can drag and drop, depending on how it is. Drag and drop, and set up everything, and then put this. I'm just giving a very, very weird, crazy example, right? So then you now put so then you take it to the analysis board, and the engine will now show you who is not. Why is the person doing what the right moves in action, right? So right now, here for white, because white is the first player, you simply take this bishop. Okay, so but black is still losing. According to the analysis. Oh, I didn't talk about this in the analysis section. This -9 over here so shows that black has an advantage. Whenever I see minus, it shows black an advantage. Whenever I see plus, it shows white has an advantage. Okay, so give us now. If this is -9, so you have now the position is kind of equal. When it is around 0 point is always is equal. It's kind of drawn. Okay, it's a game. So whenever I see 0, plus anything white has advantage, minus and black has the advantage. The value there, the higher the advantage, and the easier it is for any of the sides to win. Okay, so then next we have a clock. This clock you can use for when you want to play OTB, that's over the board games, and maybe you don't have a physical clock out there because clocks are generally much more expensive. You can set this up, if you're playing the blitz game, and tap till the end of the game. This is just 5 minutes game they set up here. You can use this to change the time control to whatever one you want to set. Let's say you want to set increment, right? 10 plus 10, you can set it here. And each time anybody taps the clock, they get 10 seconds added to their time. Okay, so that's that about that. Moving on from there, we have I think that's about it. That's about it for the app, for the basics, because this video has already taken so much time. It's already too long, longer than I thought it would be. So over the board chess is for when you want to play over the board, but with your mobile device, right? So it sets up the game for you, and you can see the way the pieces are inverted, so such that your opponent is at this side of the board, right? Like your opponent is right here. If your opponent is black and you're here, and then you guys get to play each other. As you can see, engine is not showing anything right here now because this is over the board. And then lastly, you can get to play the computer offline. As you can see, those two things are in the offline menu. You can play over the board offline, and you can play with the computer offline. So you set the level of the computer you want to play. With Stockfish, if you're feeling like a Superman, play Stockfish 8, right? And the variant, set it to be standard, and play. So all the moves you're going to make, you're going to be replying them, playing strongest possible moves. You can also use this to train for your openings and see how Stockfish which is currently the strongest engine in the world, I think. See how Stockfish destroys your opening and understand where you're having opening mistakes. So, but generally, I would advise people to play, more real games than playing the engine. So, but you can use playing against the computer for your studies. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the top. GM.